Thinktum is a dedicated developer platform for insurance industry to allow end-to-end process for consumers, advisors, call centers, and allowing for business experts in the back offices of insurance companies and distribution groups to create their own experience. A lot of it to do with no-code technology, our own proprietary, which is pretty unique, and all the data collections around it, with some other kind of unique focuses overall. Insurance industry was a little bit behind on technology and consumption habits. If you look at how people consume today, the Amazons, the Apples, the Googles, and all of those of the world, what people like to do, how they like to buy things, what are their habits around it, insurance was behind. A lot of it to do still with some paper, with manual process a lot. It takes significant amount of time. As a result of it, insurance got its own kind of reputation of not being up to date. And it's created some sort of negativity among people, even talking about it. It's not an easy topic, but it's not fun process either. So one of the problems we've seen in recent years within insurance, there's significant dependence on IT resources, on programming resources, on development resources, and so on. So in order for companies to make any changes within their own organization, to tailor towards the consumer experience, to make sure consumer experience and user experience is better, they will have to allocate significant amount of IT resources, which those are scarce. And as a result of that scarcity, what we see is that companies have to prioritize, and sometimes they leave behind very important tasks that could have been taken care of and improve their revenue, profitability, success overall. And with no-code design for business experts to be able to take destiny in their own hands, to take control over things they need to do. So they no longer need to prioritize in the same way. They can do things in the way they feel are necessary to be done without involving IT resources, which make everything much faster, less broken phone, less waiting, and more ability to hit things when the time matters and not when it's too late. We see a lot of technology coming in. I would like to say artificial intelligence, but that became a very vague term. So I'm going to say that there's a specific attempt to tackle specific challenges, right? So whether it's the challenges of how we utilize data to make it faster, how we try to work with consumer to make sure consumers or advisors go through less effort throughout the process. There's more effort to understanding the back office people. What does it take them? What is their effort analyzing things? I think another thing we're going to be talking probably about is people inside companies. How those people evolve, how they grow, what's going to be their future role in what's happening. So all of this changing the industry significantly. And you know, instead of talking about specific technology, I would also add mindsets. There's more and more mindset change that we need to make some progress to make things better, more relevant, and more open to the target market we're trying to serve. So diversity, we have a very diverse team culturally, because our team actually located in 3 different continents, right? We have people that are located in Canada, in US, in South America, and in Europe. That creates its own diversity. But professional diversity, that's what makes us strong. From professional diversity perspective, we're one of the few companies, technology companies, that actually have a significant amount of business expertise. And that makes it much easier for us when we get to talk to our own clients or prospects. We can talk a business language, not technology language, which is much easier for them to understand. We come across a lot concern from the industry, companies in particular, through the fact that they have a hard time to recruit talent and retain existing talent. In today's nature, culturally, people move pretty fast. They don't stick too long in the same job like it used to be 20, 30 years ago. And when people leave, it creates shortage. and it's very difficult to recruit into insurance industry. As everything we said, it's not always the most attractive workplace. And there's several things leaders can do better. I came across several situations when young experts that were really good at what they were doing felt that insurance structure or leadership structure in a company did not allow them enough room to express themselves. So by simple, allowance of expressing themselves, other people, no matter who they are, no matter how young or new they are in their jobs, you can give them more purpose. And younger generation or younger talent, they like the purpose more than other things. And so if we as an industry can give that purpose to them and give them a feeling that they really can change the world, they're going to be willing to stay with us longer. That's from a retention perspective. So technology doesn't help me find the talent, but technology is better in recruiting talent. So next generation of talent is more technologically savvy or tech savvy. And if you tell them that they're going to be working with some of the top of the line technology, you will have a better chance to recruit them. But because they're also tech savvy, you're going to end up having them learning much faster the trade they need to learn. And you'll be able to grow the professionals of the future. And let's face it, professionals of the future are going to have augmentation with technology. It's going to be embedded in them. That's how the future is. And by doing that, we can serve that goal. We have several partnerships that at this point, under NDA, we cannot discuss them fully. However, some of them are going to be announced soon. They're pretty exciting. In addition to that, we're working on some interesting projects. We're finishing some very unique tools to be able to deal with data, to be able to assess things faster, to achieve even greater accuracy within risk assessment, and much better user experience from application perspective or the user experience per se, customer journey and so on. So yeah, very exciting.